Do you want to know who are the best traders? The best trader is he who can keep his money. It's not how much you make, it's how much you can keep. There's people who make millions and they end up broke. Why? Because they have the wrong strategy. Sometimes, my friend, the best strategy is to simply do nothing. The S&P 500, for example, since its beginning in 1926, has been giving 10% return on your investment year after year. Now, why is it that not everybody makes 10% return on his investment? That's because of human emotions. Fear, right? They see the market dropping and they sell, they panic. Take, for example, the 2020 crash. Around March of 2020, the market drops 30%. But if you didn't do anything, nothing, you would have kept your portfolio the same way it was, the market recovered. And we've seen all-time highs in some companies. Fear sometimes get the best out of us. Now, does this mean that you shouldn't cut your losses? No, if you identify your losses quick, cut them, get rid of them. It's better if you get rid of your losses early on, right? Because you can recover from a few $100s rather than to lose thousands of dollars. So if you identify, the losers, get rid of them, cut your losses. But how do you take advantage of the market right now? We've seen drops, 3%, 5%, right? Now, how do you take advantage of this market, right? You should think of the future. Now's the time to start building your portfolio. Get some companies that pay good dividends in your portfolio. Balance your portfolio. So the market opens 2-3% down. Find what are the companies that have a good yield return, right? That pay good dividends. Buy a few shares. Start building your portfolio. Start building your portfolio. Because this is not about the home run, right? That's how you get striked out. You got to think of the future, right? Many people want the big short. I'm going to short the market. This thing is going to drop another 50%. What are the odds that you're going to be right? What are the odds? If you want to take advantage of the drops wait for those days that the market opened 2-3% down and start buying a few shares of good companies that pay dividends. Forget about the rest. Sometimes when you don't have your goals well defined in your mind, you just panic, right? Some people just want to get rich in a week and go to Tahiti, buy a Lambo, and that's not how it's done. If you learn from the best investors, they took advantage of the fear in the market. When people were selling their shares, they were buying and building their portfolio, adjusting their portfolio, right? And that's why when we saw a bull run, right? We saw one of the longest bull markets, right? Over a decade, since like 2007, 2009, all the way up to 2020, right? They took advantage early on. They built their portfolio when people were selling out of fear, and they saw the best, the most returns on their investments. Now, some people say, oh, if I had known back in 2007, 2009 that the market was going to crash, I would have bought some real estate, some shares. Guess what? The market dropped again, and did you take action? Some people didn't. They just panicked and they went with the crowd and they didn't do anything. So take advantage of the cycles. Try to identify where are we in the market? Where are we right now? Is this summer? Is this winter, spring, fall? Where are we? Right? It's not about timing the market. It's about thinking ahead. Again, the S&P 500 the history of it. On average, it's been given 10% return. That's counting crashes, recessions, everything. So sometimes the best thing is just to build a solid portfolio. If you have some companies that are not performing well, get rid of those, but keep building. Get some companies that pay dividends. Keep building. Think of the future, especially if you are young. Think of what's going to happen in 10 years, 20 years. Now, if everything is going down, is it the end of the world? Well, if it's the end of the world, it doesn't matter if you bought at 25 or 20, because it doesn't matter, right? It's the end of the world. But if you plan ahead, you take advantage of the discount prices. There are still, good areas, good markets out there that you can profit from. We get the airlines, right? The airline stocks. There's a lot of fear right now with everything going on. People think that people will not travel again. Airlines will never recover from this. But what if on average, spring always comes, right? Spring always comes. It doesn't matter if there was a blizzard, hard winter, whatever. Spring end up coming, right? So take advantage. Don't focus so much. You can trade. You can even day trade if you get a good return. If you get a good return, right? You bought some 1,000 shares because you were building a portfolio. The price went up $2. You made $2,000. I would sell them because I'm making a good return. And at the end of the day, that's all we want. We want to make money. But I'm more like an optimistic person, not so much pessimistic. I don't encourage you to short the market, right? All I talk about is taking advantage of the good opportunities. Take advantage of the good opportunities, build your portfolio, cut your losses. It's not about predicting. It's not about knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody really knows, right? The market, the media always has an opinion. They always know someone, a guru who's predicting the big bubble, the big crash, the big... If the market is going down, right, and you have a good confirmation, everything is, then maybe you can buy some puts, right? But it's harder to make money predicting a crash, predicting the big short. It could happen, right? It could happen if you have an edge, if you have some good information. If you know something that the rest don't know, then it's okay, right? You could take advantage of your edge. Can you day trade? Can you swing trade? Yes. Like I said, if you have a good return, a good profits, go ahead and keep balancing your portfolio, right? I would, if I have a company that I see a good run, I could make a lot of profit, I would sell maybe half of my shares and wait for another pullback, maybe buy some more, and I keep adjusting. I would do that, but always thinking ahead. If you study the best investors, they took advantage of the fear. When people were selling, they were buying. Always have a positive mentality. Have your goals well defined. Have an aggressive mentality. Take advantage of the discount prices, right? Like if there is a Black Friday, buy shares. Wait, keep them. Do nothing. You could wait for those days. Those are the smart investors. Those are the smart investors. Not those who are trying to outguess the rest, try to predict. No one really knows. So this is the bottom line. This is the big secret. This is the secret. Take advantage of the good opportunities, of the good discount prices. The market opens 3% down. Wait. Don't fall for it. Don't buy right away at 9:30 in the morning. Wait. wait to see how the market reacts. If someone falls from a 10-story building, it's going to be a while before that person starts running again. So the market drops, you got to wait a little bit, because it takes some time before it builds some, the market builds some confidence. It builds some steam again. Wait a little bit, but you identify good companies that pay good dividends. There are companies out there that are safer than others, right? Now, people sometimes they're just looking for which one is the one that's gonna go 200% up. If you're just trying to guess that, you're gonna have a hard time. Because you need to time the market, you need to pick the company that's gonna go up, you need to know when is the bottom, you need to know when it's to sell, so you don't leave money on the table. There are so many moving parts that it's better if you just take advantage of the good opportunities. Always have a good perception of time. If you study psychology, one of the first things that people lose perception of is time. They act in the moment, they panic, and the bearish markets are very swift, right? They happen quick. The market takes longer to build up, but when it's time to go down, it drops so quick because of fear. Fear is a strong emotion. You have to always remember that fear is a strong emotion. So when you see fear in the market, people are selling, wait a little bit, just wait for the right setup, buy some shares. If they pay good dividends, even better yet, take advantage of those, build your portfolio. That's how you're going to become rich. That's how you're going to make a lot of money. That's how you're going to become a millionaire. If you buy some shares at the right time and wait. So you could wait, right? In 2020 is a crazy market. I get it, it's a roller coaster. So then wait. Don't try to short the market. Don't try to predict. It's not about predicting. It's about taking advantage of the market. Take advantage of those who want to sell. Okay? Have that aggressive mentality. The shark mentality. Have it always here. Have a positive attitude, okay? Have your goals well defined. Wake up every day, be thankful. Look at yourself in the mirror. Have your goals well defined. Have it in your mind. Okay, I want to make $100,000. You're not gonna make $100,000 if you keep selling your shares every 10 minutes. Unfortunately, that's not how the way it works. Study the best investors of all time. Look what they did. It's easy. And I'm telling you right here, you don't need to invest thousands of dollars in courses and books. And okay, you could buy, it's good to learn. It's good to learn something new every day. But do I have to buy a course, a master class? Do I have to give someone $2,000 for the person to tell me what's going to happen? No, not really. You could learn patterns. Support, resistance, those are my favorite ones. It's good to know. You identify support, but then be more aggressive. I want you to be more aggressive. Identify support, but set your limits way lower. Okay? That's because you want to take trading and investing as a career, as a business, what it is. Take it for what it is. Okay, this is like planting a field and waiting for the right season to harvest, to maximize your investment. Okay, it's not about predicting. It's not about predicting. Now, if I see something going on, I take advantage. I seize the opportunity. If I see the market opens 2-3% down, 5%, I take advantage of those. I buy a few shares. If the company pays a good dividends, I will buy a few of those, because I'm think of the future. Even if you are 20 years old, 25 years old now, Think of your children, of your grandchildren. Okay, think of the future. Have a good perception of time. Stop following the crowd. Stop buying out of fear of missing out. Wait for the right opportunity. It's simple. It's simple. I say it all the time in every video. Say it in every video. Take advantage of the good opportunities. Build your portfolio like a field, like a good farmer. Take advantage. Take advantage. Be an aggressive investor. Okay? Sometimes it's good to just wait on the sidelines. Wait like a good fisherman. Wait. It's not about time in the market. It's about, there are two types of consumers out there. There are those who like to go to the stores and look in the clearance area, look for a good opportunity, right? And they score, right? I bought this, $5. Regular price is $100. I got it for $5. People who wait for Black Friday. Okay, I got this smartphone, this laptop, whatever it is. I saved $300. Those are people who take advantage of the market. There's others who they just want to be the first one, right? They fall for the marketing strategies, right? They want to be in line for 3 days just to be the first ones to grab the new iPhone. What ended up happening? They pay top dollar. And for what? It's better if you have a good strategy. You have your goals defined in your mind. You have your goals. You wake up in the morning and you say it. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I know I'm gonna be a millionaire. Before 2030. Have your goals well defined. Have your goals well defined. Don't fall for the panic. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for the scammers trying to sell you a masterclass, a list of who knows what. Now, there are some, you could have an edge. You should take advantage of the new technologies, right? There is something where, in AI, artificial intelligence, and you can kind of predict, have a better vision. Now you take advantage of those. If you have good there is a good application in certain company. You see them making moves. You see them automating everything, right? There are some companies out there that they keep buying self-driving cars. Those are good signs because they are taking advantage of the technology, right? So you have to pay attention to those as well. But you have to wait, my friend. You have to wait. You have to be patient. That's the bottom line. You can trade. You build your portfolio, and you can day trade too. You can swing trade, but you don't fully commit on those because what are the odds that you're going to be right in a week? That would be arrogance or ignorance. Who knows? That's not how you become rich. You want to become a millionaire trading stocks? Then you have to take advantage of the good sale, of the good opportunities. 2020 is a good time. People who thought they were going to take advantage of if I had known, I would have bought some real estate, some shares back in 2007. I would have sold my shares in the beginning of 2020. But people like that, they're just wannabes. They're never gonna, because that's not how it is. You will always hear of stories of people who become millionaires, overnight, and some success stories out there. That there is stories like that everywhere, but that's not how fortunes are built. That's not how it works. Study history, study economics. That's not how it works. Learn from the best. Okay, so I'm trying to give you a good perspective. Build your portfolio. Think of the future. Don't panic so much of the current events. That's it. Bulls and Bears, thank you for watching. Share this video with others. If you care about others, especially if they're young ones, share this video with that person. I wish I had known what I know today 10 years ago. That's it. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Bulls and Bears, I'll see you in the next one.